one.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now a draw play for Gurley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Got to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes now to throw. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Caught. It's Ellington. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down. Mahomes now on first down. And that's complete. It's Ellington. A gain of 6 there on first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Mahomes to throw once more. Throw left side complete. It's Bird. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw a little dump off to his back.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Now Scott, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Mahomes now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Hill the intended receiver once again, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense. But when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And just shut Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. The 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st down, Mahomes. And that's complete. It's Allington. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. Mahomes now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Lions Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? The improv act, they're good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. On 1st down, Kilgore. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on, just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Give him 6 there, but now it's 3rd. Now here's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 13 yards out. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Stops short of the 25, and that second effort got him a couple extra. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. His career, already storied, just keeps getting better. That last carry, CD, he hit 14,000 career rushing yards.
Think about the accumulation of this yardage like you're going upstairs. Now he's at the doorstep of the top 5 all-time in NFL history in rushing yards.
Unbelievable. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Lions on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Well, the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is taken at the 15. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. Early lead in that one for the Packers. Mahomes now on first down. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one... He's got a man, complete. 36 yards on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 30 on second down, Mahomes. Ellington has it, middle of the field. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 2nd down now, Kilgore. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. run. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. On first down, it's Gurley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a carry here for Presley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit! A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys have now moved out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd down, Kilgore. This will go for 5 up to the 33. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. There he goes left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they have taken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 23 yards to pick up there.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And blocked down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. It's their quarterback. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And now they have taken a fourth-quarter lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted-for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
23 yards, the final tally. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now back to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. They'll drop the throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Presley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 7-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Here's Scott, and an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Right side caught by Jackson. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They were almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all the way.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practice.